first off, I work at a lot of police departments. I love police. I support police all the time. It's a fucking thankless job. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But I would say, like, think about this, Joe. If you trained police better, right? I work at a lot of police academies. I've helped a lot of police academies. They don't fail people anymore. I show them what I do. I train them to do what I do. They have great success with it. I would say this in a police academy. Let's say it's 6 months long, whatever they do. I don't fucking know. Probably about 4 months of that is fucking paperwork. And then, you know, you get a little hand-to-hand. You get a little driving. You get a little shooting. And then you learn what?
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you this. As a cop, you got the rest of your life to do that paperwork. Right. And when you're in training, right, as soon as you, like, get your first arrest, your training officer is going to be like, don't write it that way. Hold on. Let me see your paperwork like this.
Uh-huh.
The paperwork could be OJT, and they could spend them time, right, training these guys. And I'd also say this is, if police were trained better, and truly uniform officers are probably the only guys, like, stopping crime as it happens. If we train those guys better, why would we need SWAT teams?
Right, you would have SWAT teams through the whole thing. They'd all be SWAT.
Everyone could be SWAT. And
right.
if we got 10 of us come together, we're our own SWAT team.
Yeah.
We don't, and then we could operate independently. We could operate one or two, and, like, I think police don't do the force multiplier thing. Like, each guy is his own fucking bastion of the law. You know what I mean? Like, I just think they kind of share injuries. They don't do hand-to-hand, right? Shooting could be dangerous, right? And then most shooting is, you know, the instructor is God and you are fucking stupid. That's how most training is. It's like basic training. And, like, no one learns well like that either.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I'm always shocked when I see fat cops, like really fat cops, and I'm just like, how your whole life is your body, like your whole life is you have to be able to physically defend yourself. You have weapons, you have, you know, the law and the uniform and bulletproof vest and all that, but your physical body is almost useless.
Yeah,
I was at a football game the other day, and there's this, like, obese cop, like, enormous belly. I was like, this is disgusting. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You've let yourself get to this point where I know you can't even run. You can't last 30 seconds. All someone have to do is grab a hold of your arm that you would use to take your gun and control that arm, get you to the ground, and you're fucked.
Shit, I just baseball collar the back of their fucking collar of their shirt. Where the fuck are you going? You know what I mean? Like,
it's crazy.
Yeah, look. Okay, first off, I think also police should have different jobs like the Army. So, okay, if you were 400 pounds, maybe you're the computer guy at the police force, or a desk guy, or, you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't think everyone needs to be the fittest human being ever. However, if you're on patrol, get the young 6-foot kids in there, man. You know what I mean? They can handle themselves. They're young. They're bigger than normal, right? This is why a lot of state troopers used to have like a 6'1", 6'2" height requirement, because a 6'2" man can generally handle most people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Especially a fit one who's trained.
Yeah. So I think the fit guys need to be on the force. I think there's room for everybody, but I think with police is you're a police officer or you're a detective, and then that's it. But really, you're always a cop versus, like, well, the Army, right? Okay, there's drone pilots. There's all these Army jobs that kick the infantry kids out the door.
Right.
Why don't police kind of organize like that? And that way, like, the guys that are going to run people down can run.
That's what drives me crazy about this whole defund the police horse shit. Like, are you fucking crazy? You should be funding them more.
Fucking crime is real.
Yeah, it's real. Evil's real.
Evil's fucking real. Yeah.
Yeah, to pretend it's not, well, that just means you haven't experienced it.
Yeah, you're living with blinders on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's just bizarre that we expect these people to encounter danger and evil all day long, their whole lives, like 25, 30 years.
I know.
And, you know, you don't train them properly. You don't fund them properly, and then they get disrespected by the public.
Oh, that's the worst. Well, I think the worst is when, like, the mayor or the police fucking chief is like, not supportive of all
Yeah.
of the fucking guys. And it's like, you think the guys have bad intent? You know what I mean? I get it. There might be bad apples or whatever. Everyone's got 10%. Say what you want. But like,
Well, how about Kamala Harris when she was running for president? She was all about defund the police.
I don't know how that sells with
It's like
anybody
2019,
in the country.
2020. I mean, it's fucking crazy. It's a crazy thing to say. It really is a crazy thing to say.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if we defunded the police, we'd be Mexico quicker than we thought.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Because the cartels will just drive over the border.
Yeah. That's real.
Yeah.
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 What do you think about this idea of using special forces guys to fight the cartels? This is
First and foremost, like if you were like, yo, we're going to wipe out a cartel tonight, I'd have been like, I'll load my frags extra careful. Like, let's go, right? But the reality is like, I know all my buddies are like, yeah, we'll fuck them up in a night. We'll fucking, fucking let's back up a fucking second here. The cartels have fucking men. They own the ground. They have fucking technicals. They have machine guns. They have fucking everything an army has, right? And they've had decades to train waiting for this. Number two. And number three, our government's fucking compromised. So if you think they ain't going to know you're coming, you know what I mean? I think you're fucking high.
Jesus Christ, that's a terrifying
So-
thought. That
so-
the government's so compromised, the cartel's going to get the word out before.
Well, how are we going to... Look, we're not good at being fucking sneaky. We're not the Israelis doing that fucking pager
Right.
shit.
That
You know
pager
what I'm
shit
saying?
was wild.
Yo, that needs to be the model for every fucking thing we
Yeah.
do in the future.
No matter
Like,
what you think about the Israelis,
Right.
what's going on in Gaza, that
Right.
pager shit was
Yeah,
wild.
which tells me America should go back to making its own fucking cell phones and its own. We shouldn't have our fucking comms made overseas at all in any way, shape, or form. In
At
my
all.
opinion,
No, I've been saying that forever. We should have our own cell phones.
Fuck.
And the fact that we're buying so much shit from China,
fuck.
especially after they banned Huawei because they know that Huawei stuff was compromised and they're having third-party input and be able to spy on people.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Well, this is why we got to go back to making America like it used to be. We made our own shit. We use our own shit. We wouldn't have to worry about none of this.
Yeah, it's a very strange thing what's happening in this country where China's allowed to buy land that's near military bases. They supply cell phone towers. They put all these different. They sell us
Right.
all this different shit, and we don't really know. I mean, I don't know how many experts are investigating these fucking cell phone towers.
Fucking zero. I
Yeah,
bet. Fucking
I bet.
zero.